And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. Before we talk a little baseball and softball, we got to tell you about a big weekend on the track for Cajon High School star Jaquan Smith. We talk about him quite a bit here on Sports Weekly. He's a big football star going to South Florida to play football and run track. Well, he's got to finish up his senior season on the track for the Cowboys, and it is off to a great start. Let's catch up with Jaquan Smith, which is easier said than done, at the Saddle Up Invitational at Vista Marietta High School, running the 100 meters, and Jaquan Smith checks in at 10.49. That sets a new school record. It set also a new meet record at the Saddle Up Invitational, and is also the top 100 meter time in the state of California this season. So Jaquan Smith tearing it up. He broke the old meet record set by Asani Hampton from Yucaipa High School. So great start for Jaquan Smith and the Cajon Cowboys. Now let's talk a little high school baseball. We have our first county clash of the season coming up this weekend at San Manuel Stadium. We got some great games on the slate. We'll talk more about those right now because it's got some Citrus Belt League flavor to it. We got Redlands East Valley and Citrus Valley, the first game on Saturday, March 18th. That's a 1 o'clock first pitch in CBL action. At 4 o'clock, it'll be Redlands High School taking on Beaumont at 4. And again, another CBL game right behind that. The final game of the night, though, is an Ambassador League game. It's the Aquinas Falcons taking on Ontario Christian. We'll have that game live on IEMG. That's a 7 o'clock first pitch from the home of the 66ers. And the Aquinas Falcons are highly regarded this season. They are absolutely loaded. A ton of talent on this team for head coach Mike Carpentier. They've got the county clash coming up this week on Saturday. They've got a game at California Baptist University right around the corner. They've already played in the Prep Baseball Report, the PBR tournament, to open up the year, which has a lot of great teams. And then the biggest one of all is they are headed to the National High School Invitational. It's the closest thing that we have to crowning a national high school baseball champion. This is invite only, and Aquinas got the invite, and you can see later this month they will open things up against Bishop Verot, and if Aquinas wins, they advance to the quarterfinals. If they lose, they will drop down into a consolation bracket, so they will still get a couple games in. And this tournament is in Cary, North Carolina, the home of USA Baseball. So this is a very big and prestigious deal for the Aquinas Falcons to get that invite, and not just get the invite, but it's basically telling the rest of the world that they are one of the best teams, not only in the IE, not only in the Southern section, not only in the state, but really the entire country. Here's head coach Mike Carpentier talking about his team so far this year, the big county clash game coming up at San Manuel Stadium, and of course the National High School Invitational.
Well, our pitching's carried us, and we knew that was going to happen at the beginning of the season. Obviously, we have some top bats in the area, and those top bats got to produce. And as the schedule gets tougher, they got to produce even more, and that's kind of what we've been working on and hitting a little bit more, working on driving the ball the other way, looking to produce at a better rate, and that's what we've been working on. Yeah, I mean, it's going to get tougher every year for us, and we're in for that kind of run. The competition, the schedule that we've built, all of it's going to be a lot tougher for us, and we got to get better. That's just the bottom line. That PBR event, I thought it was, more of the best of the teams from the West Coast, Southern California, which is loaded with talent. We were just happy to be a part of it. Getting out there and playing against the best, and I thought we did well. I mean, the elements were tough. It was cold. It was rainy, but at the same time, our boys worked through it and finished 3-1. And one of the events that I think is one of the better events of the year.
And the National High School Invitational, obviously, it's a big deal. It's invite only. It's some of the top teams across the entire country. How excited are you guys to go represent Aquinas at that thing?
Very excited. I mean, when we got the call for it last year that we were going to be a part of that this year, I mean, obviously that's a dream for any type of school to be a part of that, and welcome to come out to North Carolina to face those kind of teams. And we've been building, ourselves ready to get ready for that kind of event and that kind of competition. And I think we'll do well, but the boys got to come out and play and show what they can do. We got a Sunday night county clash game, and then we have a game at Cal Baptist also. Just good opportunity for the boys to get out there at some of the different stadiums and play in front of them, get some friends and family out to see them play.
So don't forget, this Saturday night, 7 o'clock first pitch. It's Ontario Christian taking on Aquinas at the County Clash. We will have that game live on IEMG, so I hope you will join us. It should be a good one. Our first look at the Aquinas Falcons, at least here on IEMG, to see them in action, one of the best teams in the area. And the Aquinas softball team, they are now 2-0 in Ambassador League play, including a big 17-0 victory against Woodcrest Christian. So the Falcons look like the team to beat right now on the softball diamond, also in the Ambassador League. Here's head coach Chris Ibarra talking more about the team this season, and he says they've got big goals this year.
You know, we're really getting lucky as far as staying healthy. Played a lot of games so far, doing some good things. Hoping this week we get some really good competition. Kind of see where we're at. Kind of got to get tested pretty good, just so we can get on with the rest of the season now. Hit league and be ready to go. Excited about not only the returners but some good young girls that we got that are stepping up early. So you know, can't take anything for granted in our league. We come back and play, you know, some teams in our league that are going to be pretty good. But if we can stay healthy and stay focused, you know, I think we have a chance to make a decent run and you know, hopefully, God willing, maybe another league championship.
When we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG, we will go one-on-one with Arroyo Valley baseball coach Dennis Dufour. That's next here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.